In today's lesson, we are going to talk about one of the most common questions for Amazon FBA. Is it too saturated? This is what we'll talk about, and I'll break it down and dispel the myths today. Is it too late to start selling on Amazon? The question is always the same. Is it too late to sell on Amazon? The market is saturated and so many people are already selling, right? Amazon is constantly making changes, changing the rules, changing the way you need to sell. This might seem like a bad thing, but it's actually very positive. Those who adapt will do well. Those who remain in their old ways will fail. One example is the way that Amazon has cracked down on incentivized reviews. Previously on Amazon, you were able to pay people money to review your product. They would actually have the ability to do so. It wasn't against the terms of service. However, that changed. In fact, there was a lot of these fake reviews that were on these Amazon listings, and as a result of them changing the rules, suddenly all of these got wiped out. So we had these established products that had thousands of reviews and they were wiped out. That meant that you had individuals who were at the top suddenly come down, and the level playing field really happened at a time in which they said it was too saturated. Well, suddenly this became a different story. That means it's an opportunity for you. All of the changes that they make might be a little cumbersome at some times, but that means you have an opportunity to take over. The statistics. 2018, the year in numbers. Last year, small and medium-sized businesses selling on Amazon created more than 900,000 jobs worldwide. Nearly 200,000 sellers exceeded $100,000 in sales, and more than 50,000 exceeded $500,000. Some of the smallest businesses have been able to compete next to the biggest household names. That is very true. You can actually compete against Amazon themselves because they don't know all the tricks. They don't know how to get around all the different businesses that have been set up already. They are simply there using their own platform to try and make some money. But if you take it to the next level, you can actually beat out just about anybody. When we're talking about $100,000 in sales, for a lot of people who are new to this, you might be thinking that's impossible. Oh my goodness, I could never do that. First of all, that's in sales. That's not an actual profit. Usually the profit margins tend to be about 40%, let's say. So that is very typical. And so you're looking at $40,000 in profit. To me, that's fantastic. If you could provide that on a side business, that would be very good for most people. But if you think about this, you can actually do much better. We're going to get into some of those other details, especially during the product research that I will show you in this course. Amazon's market. Every single day more people try to sell on Amazon. The majority of them have done absolutely no due diligence and attempt to figure it out as they go. They put a random product up, and when it doesn't sell, they blame everyone and anyone. Despite the fact that there are more sellers, most give up very quickly and don't offer any competition. In addition, there are still more sellers who do well. But despite this fact, there is exponential growth of products being added to Amazon, linear growth in sellers, but exponential growth of products means less saturation. So let's just break this down very quickly. You are seeing more people every day selling on Amazon. Most of them, they suck, unfortunately. They're not following the formula. This is a formula. Every single thing as part of selling on Amazon can be figured out and can be mastered. This is very different from what most people do. They do their product research, they find the same product everyone else is selling, they put it up there, and it doesn't do well. They didn't follow the rules, and that's why they end up getting screwed over. Now, you're also seeing these people that are coming in that are doing well, okay? However, they're actually growing at a linear rate. Yes, every year more sellers are coming in, but the amount of products that are being added to Amazon is going exponential. It's going really through the roof. So this is an opportunity to come in and find it. Now you got to find those products that are going to be good in the coming months, the coming years. So being able to do so through your product research will be able to determine how much you make. E-commerce expansion, retail e-commerce sales worldwide from 2014 to 2021. Take a look for yourself. You are seeing this expanding year over year over year. That means if you get onto the e-commerce train today, you are going to ride it for a long time, okay? This is where the money is going. We know that. And right now today, you have about 11% of retail sales being in e-commerce. What do you think it's going to look like 10 years from now, 5 years from now? We are going to see this expansion, and you can be a part of that. Different markets. Although this is discussed in further detail in another video in this course, it's important to note that certain markets like the US are more mature and do have more competition. Other markets like Canada are sparsely populated with products and don't offer enough competition to even sell on there. Look around in different markets for the same products, as it can make a big difference. So while you might see saturation on a particular product or a particular niche, it's not the case for Amazon in general.